Today I've got Karyn Bryant here, and I've got Thiago Moises kicking back with me. He's fighting Jared Gordon on the same night that Dorino is fighting Michael Morales. So Thiago, thank you for joining me today. And how you feeling about that matchup with Jared?
First, thanks for having me, and I'm very excited and very happy for this matchup. And I think Jared is a very good fighter. He's has a lot of experience. He has a lot of heart. He doesn't he keeps pushing forward for the 15 minutes. He's very well rounded. A guy that I respect a lot. So I'm very excited, and I cannot wait for May 17th.
So Thiago, it sounded like you just described yourself though too, right? A guy that never gives up. He's got a lot of heart. He keeps coming forward. And that is the thing I would say about both of you, that you've been in some really incredible fights, and just when people might be counting you out, you dig deep. So yes, you see a lot of similarities between the two of you?
Yes, yes. I think, as you said, we both never give up. We keep looking for the win for the whole fight. So I think it's gonna be a great fight for the fans. I'm very looking forward for this fight. I'm training very hard for this fight, and yeah, I'm very excited.
So you're coming in with some momentum from the win over Trey Ogden, right? And that was earlier this year.
Mhm.
So how much does that help you when you prepare for a guy like Jared?
I was already. I got this fight with 5 weeks notice, but I was already helping other teammates who had fights coming up. And I was asking UFC for a fight in May because my wife, she's gonna give birth on June,
Nice.
and then
Parabéns.
obrigado, thank you. So I'm very grateful, for the UFC for letting me fight before our baby girl is born. So I'm very very excited. Extra motivation.
Nice. Well, so I just was going to ask, but you just said you're having a daughter.
Yes, I thought it. Yes.
Okay, so você sabe that the fighters always have daughters. What is that?
Yes.
What is that?
We were talking about this at the gym another day, because I have a couple of teammates and they all have baby daughters also.
Yeah. It's a funny thing, and I don't know why it is, but it's like the toughest guys in the world. You guys all get baby girls. The instance of sons is so rare,
Yeah.
that I think it's so great. Well, that's so exciting for you, though. Congratulations.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited, and I cannot wait. For her to be born, and I'm gonna put her on martial arts right away. Cannot wait to see her fighting.
Yeah, it will be great. It is great, and it is great. My daughter didn't love it, but my daughter was in jujitsu for a while because yeah,
Right.
it's great for them. It's great,
Yes.
for so many reasons. So
Yes.
one thing you did mention though, of course, is the guys at the gym down at ATT. It's literally, I mean, I would say probably the best gym for lightweights in the UFC. Would you agree with that?
Yes, of course. We have so many great lightweights. Dustin Poirier, Grant Dawson. We have Neto BJJ. So many guys and other guys from other organization as well. We have top fighters from PFL. And it helps you get better because you are every day competing. So there is no easy days. So right now I'm cutting weight. Sometimes a little bit low energy. I go to the
Yeah.
gym and say, okay, today's gonna be rough.
And then there's
And
Gamrot, and then you're like, well, I
yeah,
guess it's not
in
rough.
Gamrot. Yeah, in Gamrot. Okay, today I'm hiding from these guys.
Yeah, I mean that's it's fun and it's great, but it's such a Shark Tank. Like, yeah, there's probably some days you're like, oh my god, like it's just yeah, it's
Yeah.
always killers.
Yeah, so some days you're just gonna get beat up, that's how it is. And the
But
good thing
what?
is, Joaquim Silva and Grant Dawson both fought Jared also, so
Right.
they gave me really good insights.
That's interesting, right? Okay, because yeah, Grant is obviously a jujitsu guy, a takedown guy, somebody that knows how to put him on the mat. But Jared is no slouch on the canvas either. So, what were the kind of tips that you were getting?
So uh I'm just gonna be myself going
Yeah.
there, try mix everything up, use my striking, use my grappling, be an MMA fighter, and just go out there and give my best, and I think that's gonna be enough to get the win.
So I'm curious for you. You've already been in the octagon with the current champ. You've been here for a while now. I'm curious, what do you think about your own evolution and your progression when you look back at your earlier fights? Where do you think you've made the most improvements?
I think like I try to prove everything, every day, striking, grappling, mentally, physically, just I like it, staying out like by myself, and alone all these days, very quiet and doing a lot of meditation or just
Mm-hmm.
being in the moment, present. So I try to get better every day as a man, also as a human being. I think that's very important, and being sharing the octagon with like the champion and all those
Mm-hmm.
guys, and all the wins, all the losses. I think everything helps me grow. I think I have like at least 10 more years in this sport. I want to fight like till I'm 40.
Yeah.
I just turned 30 like few months ago, so I think I have a lot of gas in the tank, and I'm sure I have like potential to be a champion also.
Very nice. And to date, what fight has been your favorite? Maybe it's not even a fight that you won, but what fight would you say has been your favorite so far in the UFC?
I think my favorite was I have two of my favorites. So against Michael Johnson, which I lost the first round, and then I got the foot lock in the second.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see many foot locks in the UFC, so I think that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And also against Christos Giagos,
Mm-hmm.
which I submitted like in 3 minutes. It was really cool also.
Nice. And was the Michael one? Was that Black Zillions versus ATT? Was that back in that era?
No, no, no. It was like the Michael Johnson one
Yeah.
was like maybe 2020, like was when everything was shut down.
Oh, right, lockdown. Okay, right,
Yeah,
right, right.
lockdown.
Because
Yeah, yeah,
obviously, yeah, you remember the Ultimate Fighter
yeah,
season, right, with
yeah,
ATT versus the Black Zillions. That was a
yeah.
lot of fun, actually.
It was a lot of fun. I was there. Like they were going at the time I was like featherweight, and they
Hmm.
were going to do like a featherweight and welterweight, and they switched it to welterweight,
Hmm.
and I think it was just welterweight, right?
Yeah, I think it was because it was. Yeah, was it welterweights? I guess it was. I think it was
Yeah, I
because I
think
remember a lot of
yeah,
the guys. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. And
Exactly.
I was going to fight for ATT also, but they canceled last minute like featherweight. But
Right.
since you brought that up, I'm 2-0 against Killcliff.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, and looking for the 3-0 next.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, you were ranked at one point, right? Is
Yes, I
that
was
that?
14.
Okay, right, right, right. So, what would obviously, like we always talk about lightweights being so difficult. Where do you see your opportunities for movement there? I mean, half the division that's ranked there are guys that you train with.
Yeah, like after like I just want to like keep you winning. That's my goal.
Hmm.
Like keep our winning streak, and I think the ranked guys will come because UFC always giving me like good opponents, like tough opponents, and
Hmm.
so I think just if I keep winning, I think that will come.
I have to ask your thoughts on Ilia as a lightweight, and do you think that he and Islam would fight? I mean, do you think he can beat Islam?
I think they're gonna fight. Like
Yeah.
especially what he did at 45. He beat two of the best featherweights
Hmm.
of all time.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fair if he fights for the title. And
Hmm.
I'm very excited to see how he's gonna deal with the size of Islam and Islam wrestling. But I saw Ilia. He speak right now. He looks huge. He looks very strong.
Yeah.
And imagine like if he has more KO power at lightweight, that's gonna be scary. So I think he can beat Islam. I think so. I think he's a better striker. I think he has more power on his hands. And yeah, I think he has everything to beat Islam. But I see that's 50-50.
Well, you have shared the octagon with Islam, so I really do respect your opinion on that. What do when you look back on that fight with Islam, what do you? I don't know. Was there something you feel you could have done differently, or is it just that night he was better than you?
Of course, that night he was better than me, but I could
Yeah.
have done a lot of things different. I like I think I respected him too much.
Hmm.
Him being like, oh, he's better than Habib. Everybody was saying that, and
Yeah. Right.
I think when I went there, I was like I hold back too much.
Okay.
And I didn't like be as aggressive as I could be. I didn't like trust my grappling as I should be. Because I took him down when I got his back. I was like, I was surprised, you know. So yeah, so I committed like couple mistakes that I shouldn't have like made, you know. So I think I can give him like a much harder fight right now.
Well, you're a lot more mature now, and that fight IQ comes along with that. So yeah, I'm sure if and when you get another chance, it will be different.
Yeah, 100%, yes.
So I'm curious then, before I let you go, obviously Brazilians have such a rich history in this sport, and it has changed so much. Where do you see the importance of MMA for Brazilians still? And it's unfortunate that Alex isn't still the champion at light heavyweight. And we used to have so many more. Like Anderson was the dominant champ for so long. Like where do you see the Brazilians right now in terms of the UFC and what's going on?
I think you have like many like excellent and great fighters. You know, we have Pantoja, who is like, I love watching him fight. You know, I love his style. He's very aggressive, and it's, for me it's a lot of entertainment. You know, and
Yeah.
his history. You know, also like he won in life through MMA. So I think that's a lot of things that people like they look up to. You know, especially Brazilian people who has like mostly has a very hard life, you know. So I think that's an inspiration for them. They see like us as warriors, you know, but they are like warriors in life also. So I think that's part of our culture, you know. They like a lot fighting, and UFC is growing a lot in Brazil, and I think it's like the second sport in Brazil, just behind soccer. And I think the Brazilians, as I mentioned, like Pantoja, Alex, who can like win the title again,
Yeah.
and Brazilian fans, they are also spoiled, you know, because they had like Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, and
Yeah. Yeah.
Alex Pereira. So
Yeah.
we have so many guys, you know, that, oh, this guy, like, this guy just won like three title defense. Oh,
Right.
he's not that good, you know.
He's not even. I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, have you guys seen what Amanda Nunes did? And you're
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, okay, whatever, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that is a good perspective, and I feel like it too. Yeah, behind football, it does seem like MMA is the sport, but
yeah,
yeah, I mean, you guys are such passionate people, and
yeah,
you see it in your fighting. You see it, and the way you just. I remember being in Brazil. I was in Belo Horizonte, and it was a long time ago. It was my first time in Brazil, and I remember on the bus home, like all the Brazilians, the guys were singing, and some were crying, and there was just so much emotion that people
yeah,
in America don't show. And I
yeah.
remember being so in love with that Brazilian spirit. Like right away, it was. I was so excited to see how much emotion you guys are willing to show. So, if
Yeah.
I see that in the way you fight and just the way you live, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, the fans, they are very passionate about it, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
even like when when you win, like they love you. Like
Right,
if you lose, they criticize you a lot, you know. But like,
right,
they're very
right.
intense.
They're very intense, and I'm saying, yeah, I
Yeah,
was on the bus with the fighters. I should have clarified. It was like the fighters
yeah.
crying. Yeah, but you're right. It's so true. It is so true. Well, so if you could predict a way, or if there was an ideal way for this fight with Jared to go, how would you like it to play out?
I finish with a submission. That would be awesome.
Nice, nice, nice. And do you have a favorite submission?
Yes, I have something that I've been working on. It's something pretty cool, and I hope May 17th I hit this submission for like first time in the UFC. Let's see.
Okay, cool. We'll keep our eyes
Yeah.
open for that. And then as soon as you're done anyway, you got to go back to the gym to help the next guy train, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the gym, help my teammates, and
Yeah.
also help my wife with our
Yes.
daughter.
That's so exciting. So June, you're gonna have a baby girl. I love it. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
That's wonderful. Well, I have a daughter as well, Tiago, and I will say they are
Congrats.
they're just wonderful. They're just a treat. So
Yeah,
it must be exciting for your wife too. This is the first mother, like it's an anticipation
yeah,
Mother's Day, right? Yeah,
yeah,
I love
yeah.
it.
Like
I
she's
love it.
very happy.
Excellent. Well, I will see you next week. I'm working that fight out in Vegas. I'm really looking forward to it. So, thank you so much for your time today, Tiago, and really wishing you the best of luck against Jared.
All right, thanks so much. Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Yes,
I'll
obrigada.
see you next week.
Yeah, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
All right. This is awesome, folks. Let me try to make sure I get this going here and turn this all off. And thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.